Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today we're gonna learn the material it's about numbers, the type of numbers. So it's about how to count in English without memorizing every numbers. Like check this out. Learning to count in English can be difficult for language learners, especially since large numbers can become very complex. Not to mention that the facts English speakers from a different region say and pronounce some numbers totally differently. So, to counting in the number in English, you have to understand the meaning. To retain information in the long term, you need to do is more than just memorizing. You need to truly understand the informations. So, firstly, like the math, you can identify the patterns that will make learning number sequence in English easier. The patterns add the meaning and organization, so you are not just memorizing blindly. And second, recognize that like most English words and numbers are pronounced differently by different people. People may read a string of the numbers differently because of their culture or costume. For example, like American English versus British English. Try being to open this variation and perhaps even pick up some couple of new ways to count. So here there are the tricks to learn English counting faster. First, use the visual object or involve your sense when learning numbers. Involving your sense while practicing English will help you to remember the new words better. When you pay attention to your immediate surroundings, your brain is forced to be present in the moment, absorbing new knowledge, and it also allows you to find the connection between the real physical item and abstract numerical vocabulary. Second, practice using the flashcard are a great way to practice it. So what you have to learn with flashcard, because they are require instantaneous responses. So the more you practice, the shorter reaction time you will need when reading numbers. And the third is practice all day. Need I say more? So the only way to teach us what you have learned is to practice until fluent. The first type of the numbers is cardinal numbers. In these simple terms, cardinal numbers are figures that denote quantity. For example, there are 5 eggs in the basket. The number of 5 is a cardinal number as it tells us the quantity of eggs in the basket. These are the numbers that students learn when they are studying English for the beginners. So let's counting the numbers from 0 to 20. These cardinal numbers are the tones you will use most often in daily life. So the most of the names for a larger cardinal number are based on these numbers. For example, we are starting from 0 and not on a 0 as the first number is our list in our list below. So the numbering of 0 can be pronounced in several different ways. For the first is 0, and then O, then not, and the last is nil. However, 0 is the more common used, and the O is sometimes used when reading a string of the numbers out loud. For the example, the room 801. And then for the north can only be found in British English. Sometimes in the term of expressing a chemical, for example, like the percentage of a 0.05%. Meanwhile, nil is often used to express a game score between two competitors. For the examples, the score came of 2-0. Okay. For the other numbers can be read as usually, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, until 20. Okay, let's move on to counting in tens. The number that you can count in tens is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Will always end with the letters T. For the example, the number of 20 is similar with 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 18, and 90. Okay, let's move on to the next number. Counting any double-digit number. The double-digit number are 10 for 99. In the words, the number with 2 digits. So once you know how to count 20 and how to count in 10, you can easily count any of the remaining double-digit numbers. So you all have to do it combined vocabulary. So it simply says that the tens form of the first digit and then say the numbers in the second digit. For example, the number of 76 and the other example 42, 43, 44, and the etc. And the last part of cardinal numbers is counting the hundreds and thousands. So you have to notice that the comma is placed to separate the groups of 3 digits. So you have to pay attention to the 0 like the 100 is there 20, and then to 1000 they have 30, and to 10,000 they have 40, and 100,000 they all have 50. The last is 1 million, they have 60. The second type of the number is ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers is the numbers that tell you the position of something in a sequence. Maybe you have already heard this used in the sport competitions like in the Olympics. So, for example, like first place wins gold, second place take a silver, and the third place take a bronze. So they are the patterns, they have the patterns to read the ordinal numbers. So you have to pay attention to the suffix. So these are the following the rules. Any numbers that ends in the digit in one digit will get st ending. It's spelled est. Then any numbers that ends in the two digit will get nt ending. It's spelled ent. And any numbers that ends in the three digit will get the art ending. And the number that ends in the fourth digit will get third ending. For the example, like 42nd and 33rd. So, but there are some exceptions that involve the number to read. For example, like 11th, 12th, and 13th. So these ordinal numbers are denoted with the suffix of th. So here are the table of the numbers of ordinal numbers, I mean. Yeah, I think that's enough for today. Uh, if you like the video, please turn the likes button, and thank you for watching.